with Eagle-Tribune Thursday Football Show Player of the Week, Nelson Valerio of Lawrence High School. We call him Nelson, his friends call him Milwaukee. You can also call him the greatest passer or most prolific passer in area history. Congratulations, Nelson. You set the all-time area mark this past week, beating the mark held by the legendary Brandon Walsh of North Andover High School, 5,360 yards and counting. What's that mean to you, all-time area passing leader?
It's memorable. It's going to be on the record books for a long time. Yeah.
Now, as a young kid, you must have followed Brandon a little bit, one of the legends of the area. What does it mean to pass a guy like him? People thought that record might stand for years and years and years.
It means a lot to surpass people that left an obstacle for you to surpass. Something there that you can mark, and now you're on top. It feels good.
Quite a week for you last week. You certainly did it in style. People were talking about the hottest passer in New England was Tom Brady. It was you. 17 of 20, 271 yards, 2 TDs. How were you able to be so accurate, so effective? 17 for 20, that's almost unheard of.
First, the O-line. The O-line stepped up. They protected. I had time in the pocket. I was able to get rid of the ball. And second, the receivers. I threw the ball short. They got me yak right after the catch.
You got him yak. I like it. I like it. Got a real good receiving crew. Of course, everyone talks about Luis Crisp, and what's it like with that long-term relationship you guys have had? Probably you guys are the Gronk and Brady of area football. What's it like working with Luis?
He's a playmaker. He's a big playmaker at 6'4". And throw him the ball anywhere, he will get it. Doesn't matter how bad the ball is, how good it is, he makes a play.
It's pretty interesting, Nelson, or Milwaukee as your friends call you. You set the area record, all-time area record with career passing yards, and also you guys can make a little extra history that might be even more special to you. You guys are checking in with a 4-3 record. Lawrence has not had a winning season since way back in 1995. You guys are knocking on the door of a historic season. What would that mean to you to get that winning season?
As a senior, it would mean a lot. It would mean a lot to go 8-3. That's what we're shooting for, 8-3. And as a player and for coaching me and everybody in the organization, it'll be a statement for next year and previous years to come.
And you're playing Acton-Boxborough this week. You just missed out on the playoffs. We got Acton-Boxborough, one of the premier programs in modern Massachusetts history. I think they had a 45-game winning streak or something like that a few years back. What's the challenge like facing a program like Acton-Boxborough that's coming like that?
It's going to be a challenge, but I think we're going to come out on top. We're ready, we're confident, and we want to show everybody we deserve to be in the playoffs.
Now, how about you? With all you've done, Nelson, a lot of people will play the no respect card. I think you legitimately can play that card. All the records you've set, never made Eagle-Tribune All-Star team, just second team, all MVC small last year. Did that stuff ever get under your skin, not really getting the big hype that some of the other guys get?
Nah, not that much, because I was more interested in winning than all the records and all that.
And how about another interesting guy and another guy who, like you, sort of symbolizes the Lawrence program? I get a kick out of Mikey Caban, maybe the smallest player in the area, but probably the biggest heart in the area. What's it like throwing to him and working with him?
He's a small man with big playability. He's great.
Well, we're here with Milwaukee. You can call him Milwaukee, or you can call him the most prolific passer in area history. Congratulations, Nelson Valerio.
Thanks.
With the Eagle-Tribune Thursday football shows, lineman of the week, Yanni Falaris, coming off a huge game. Yanni stunned Haverhill. What happened there?
I don't know. We just worked really hard at practice, and we knew we had to win this game because we really wanted to do well in the playoffs. So we were fired up. We wanted to win this game a lot.
Realistically, I read all the papers around the state, and obviously we're the local paper. No one picked you. Everyone thought them by a healthy margin, probably with good reason. They just stunned 3-time defending league champ Tewksbury, who was coming off an unbeaten, I believe, state champion year last year. They almost stunned Everett. You beat them, and it's 34-0. Did you ever had any inkling you guys could do it? How 34-0?
Well, we knew we had a chance to beat them, but I think 30-0, that was like, we were really surprised about that, but we knew we had a chance to beat them. So, I mean, it was really great to have 30-0 though. A shutout is always great.
Were there any motivational tactics during the week? Coach Slattery, Coach Rafferty, yourself? How did you guys get fired up? Was it nobody believes in us? How did you guys get to that level?
Yeah, nobody believes in us, but also in practice we were just, the coach told us to hit it like really hard in practice to get each other like really ready for the game, like to go like 100% in practice, so to get ourselves ready. I know it was definitely something very special, but I think this one takes the top spot for the best win of the season because we really were, as you say, really big underdogs and just shut them out completely at home. It's really incredible.
Yeah, and they have that ferocious running game and one of the state's top line. You had a great quote after the game, I believe, to our Dave Dyer saying, we wanted to show we're the best line in the MVC. Yanni, who's got the best line in the MVC?
North Andover High School does.
I like that confidence. Geez, you're also a big track star, Yanni, Eagle-Tribune All-Star, 52-11.5. You're probably approaching the school record. How does track play into your football success and vice versa?
Well, in the off-season, obviously, track is a lot of good footwork, and I lift a lot with track, so that just prepares me a lot for the upcoming fall season of football.
Have you set any goals for the track season after you win your state title here?
Yeah, I definitely want to try to break that record of 56 feet, so we'll see how that goes.
Geez, approaching the playoffs, approaching, and Division II North seems terribly wide open. A lot of 5-2, 4-3 teams. What are your thoughts on the upcoming D2 North sectionals?
There's obviously a lot of great teams, so we just have to keep practicing as hard as we have, and we'll hopefully get to Gillette.
And usually when I interview people, everyone thinks I'm on a stool and they're sitting down or in a ditch or something. You're a big man, young Yanni. How big are you?
I'm 6'5", 270 pounds.
And you're hearing from, with the production you've shown and last week and the last 3 years, the 3-year starter and your size, you're hearing from some college football programs?
Yeah, I have been hearing from a lot of college football.
Who's high on your list, Yanni?
Wesleyan and Connecticut and Bates.
Wow. Okay. So you're leading me to believe you're also doing some real nice stuff in the classroom. How are the academics going? Looking at those top academic schools.
I'm doing really well in school too. So hopefully I'll get accepted to one of those schools.
Is it tough to balance those two? You put a lot of pride, and football's such a difficult sport, and everyone gets fired up. How do you maintain the focus to pull down those NESCAC type of grades, which very few kids can do?
It's certainly very hard, but you gotta come here and focus on football, then go home, focus on homework, and then go to bed, obviously. So there's not much free time at all.
Whatever you're doing, keep on doing it, and best of luck in the playoffs, Yanni.
Thank you.